Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is DJ, Rehabbing High Heels, and today's show on Tuesday. So I'm really excited about what we're going to talk about, the 5 secrets of wholesaling. So if you don't know anything about wholesaling, let me tell you about it. There's so many tools about wholesaling. There's so many things you can do, be creative, and I'm excited. But first, please subscribe. Make sure you leave plenty of comments. As of course, put on that notification so when you do see me pop up, you know I got something good to give you. Good content, good connection, as well great tools. So I'm excited and I hope you guys are as well. All right, let me grab my book because I know I'm going to forget. What are the secrets? Well, to be honest, there is a lot. I thought I was going to tell you it was none, right? But there are a couple of secrets that about wholesaling. If you don't know what wholesaling is, let me do a wholesaling 101 and tell you what it is. Pretty much, wholesaling is nothing but a contract. We are not real estate agents. We are only negotiators. We are problem solvers. We see that there's a distressed property, a vacant property, abandoned property, what else? Absentee property, foreclosure property. So many different properties that we are going after. And we don't really, I don't want to say don't care about the property, but we are having an interest in the property. And that's what we're selling, the interest, the contract, the piece of paper, right? Let's say this is a contract, right? So we get the owner of the property to go ahead and sign off what agreed upon. Then we're finding an end buyer. So the end buyer pretty much is buying this property with a upsell of $5,000, $10,000. Hey, I did $20,000 on a deal, and we end up connecting 2 dots for a win-win. We want our seller to win, as well we want the end buyer to win, and of course we want to win. So it's a win-win-win. So it's very important that all 3 are connected. But enough of me jibber-jabbing. Let me give you the 5 secrets about wholesaling and different types, okay? Well, 1, traditional wholesaling. That's the one I just spoke about. Traditional wholesaling is, again, connecting paper to paper and connecting the dots, okay? So we have traditional wholesaling, and that can speak on, like I said, absentee owners. Who else I want to use? Absentee owners, out-of-state owners, evictions, landlords. Landlords can get very, very tired and they want to sell their property quick and fast. And sometimes you can go ahead and wholesale a bulk. And I will tell you more so on a later video on how to acquire and go after properties that are bulk wholesaling. All right. Number 2. Reverse engineering wholesaling. Reverse engineering is closing this deal backwards. We have an end buyer that is looking for a property. So, reverse it, right? So we end up finding out what the end buyer is looking for, and we search the property for that. It's like custom wholesaling. That's what I call it. If I can find a end buyer and I know that they buy, I have no problem finding property that fits in their criteria. Whatever that criteria may be, whatever their numbers are, that's what I'm doing. So it's called re-engineering wholesaling. All right. What's another one? Hoteling. So what is hoteling? Simple. It's combining wholesaling and retail. So we're going to put both of them. Well, let me see if I can put my fingers together. Yeah, there it goes. Both of them together. And pretty much you find a property that's distressed, but I don't want to say distressed. I want to tell you it's more so a property that's ready to move in, need a couple little fixing, let's say, new carpet, a little more paint, because, you know, people live in their house, and painting the banisters. That's really wholesaling for a cheaper price, and then you can turn around and put it on the MLS and increase it up enough, again, 10,000. Sometimes you might get a market value on a wholesaling, but you are able to close on a property that's pretty much, you got it off of the stress, it's off market. Hopefully I'm able to explain more in detail on a later episode, because that's really a good way to wholesale property by putting it back on the MLS. You didn't do anything but hire a housekeeper, or, you know, get your kids, make it like a cleanup day, mow the lawn, clean the windows, put it on the market, sell it, bada bing, bada boom, we're done. All right. So, secret number 3. All right. So, you have a huge database of end buyers, but you don't have any property. You've been marketing, you send out your direct mail outs, nothing's moving on. You're trying to figure out, okay, what's the deal? I mean, I'm putting my bread out there and nobody's calling me. So it's called JV wholesaling. That's partnering up with another wholesaler that have a contract from a motivated seller, and you have a end buyer that meets the wholesaler's criteria that he or she found. So you say, hey, ring, ring, do you have a property that's fit this criteria? They say yes or no. And what you really want to do is say, hey, let's collaborate. Let's put things together. My favorite saying is, better have one bird in a hand than 2 looking at me crazy. I mean, that's just pretty much how I feel about it. I'd rather have 50% than 0. I don't know about you. If I have buyers and I know they're my buyers, I build a great relationship with my end buyers, and you can reach out to wholesalers. Sometimes wholesalers want to, here's a tip. They want you to increase the assignment fee so you won't do a 50-50 split. Here's my personal opinion. Why would I increase the wholesale price when I'm trying to get rid of it? Makes no sense at all. But hey, if your end buyer is okay with you increasing it like another 5,000, 10,000, and it still fit in their market criteria, then go ahead. So make sure, tip number 2, you get that agreement between you as well the wholesaler. I do have a form. If you're looking to do JV wholesaling, please look in the description section and I will give that to you for free. All right. I want to give you the information as well as have something attached to it so you can have to search and hire an attorney to write up this document. All right. And my last secret in wholesaling is the MLS wholesaling. Why? Well, I'm glad you asked. Because they're selling. Pretty much. The MLS tells you these are properties that are on the listing and they're looking to sell. Now, here's what I usually focus on. 200-day properties. If you don't know how to get that, reach out with tip number 3, a real estate agent, and say, hey, real estate agent, can you focus on zip code? One of my favorite zip codes is 77033. And they will send you a listing of all of the properties that are 200 days on the market. Now, I usually ask myself, Why am I focusing on 200-day market property? Well, it's simple. Either one, the price is too high. Two, the price is too high. And three, come on, the price is too high. So what you can do with that is send out a bucket or blast of offers. Hey, seller, I know you're selling because I found you on MLS, and here's my offer. I can close quickly. I can pay all closing costs. I can make sure, I can work with your listing agent or your representation of the agent and collaborate with them, and I have an end buyer, or I am the end buyer if you found a property that you want. Everything is negotiable. So I hope I'm provided some tools and tips in this video. Again, Tuesdays and Thursdays is when I post. So it's so important that you subscribe. Please leave plenty of comments, because the more comments you send me, it tells me what you want to focus on. I have, like I said, a lot of tools to give out, a lot of information. I was very blessed to go through this, and I think what I want to do next Tuesday or Thursday is do a case study, how to problem solve. And I believe the next topic is, what's your exit strategy if you have a wholesale deal? Is it really a wholesale deal? So thanks again, everybody. Stay tuned, and find me on Instagram with Rehab in High Heels. Find me on Facebook with Rehab in High Heels. Find me on YouTube, The Rehab in High Heels. If I didn't tell you my name is DJ, and I see you then. See ya.